How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And we're doing something I did on the channel a couple months ago, and it was actually one of my most viewed videos. I figured I'd go back to it because I'm smarter and better at rebuilding teams now than I was back then. So let's get into it. It's the historic fantasy draft. This time we're running with my Chicago Bulls. Let's see what number pick we have. I was hoping for a top 10 pick, and we have the 13th pick. That's not too bad. I'll take that. So from what we have here, I may go Larry Legend with this first pick, man. I know we got Will, we got Hakeem Olajuwon, but Larry Legend is a guy I've never had on my team, and he's good. I mean, he's really good. You see the overall. I know we got Kobe down here. I want to preface this, of course, by saying all these picks, I'm not picking what you guys would probably consider the best player available. I'm going to pick players that I like. So don't be in the comments saying you passed up on this guy. I know I passed up on him, but we're going Larry Legend with this first pick. A lot of people consider him to be like a top 5 player ever. And now he's on the team. He's in the Bulls jersey. So the second pick, we can pick between Bob Cousy, Jason Kidd, George Mikan I like a lot, but he's only 6'10" at the center position. But Reggie Miller's down there, and I like Reggie Miller. I'm going to pick Reggie Miller. He's not a guy that's normally in 2K. This guy that created this roster created a bunch of different players. For example, again, right there, Jason Kidd, Chris Webber's in this roster. He created a bunch of guys. By Professor 2K, the guy who created the roster. If you're on Xbox One, you can just search Professor 2K, no spaces, and you'll find it. So we got Larry Legend, Reggie Miller. I want to go Jason Kidd, I think, at this point. Or let me see what point guards are available. Because if I pass on Jason Kidd now, I'll still have a lot of nice point guards to choose from. So I want to actually go big right now. Whether it be power forward or center, I'm not too sure. But I want to go big. Alonzo Mourning, he's 35 years old, so I'll probably pass on that guy. They got Sean Kemp down here, only 25 years old. He could still be getting better. Center position, they got Dikembe Mutombo, Artis Gilmore, Ben Wallace. Oh, man, this is tough. Actually, I'm going to go with Jason Kidd. He's the best player available if we're talking overall. And the worst thing I could do is just move him, basically. It's okay. I don't feel too bad because my boy Yao Ming is still there. So we could pick up Yao. Ooh, I almost picked up Ben Wallace. It was like almost a foot shorter than Yao Ming. So Yao Ming is going to come to the team. Now we just need a starting power forward. They got Larry Nance Sr., Paul Millsap, Rasheed Wallace, who's not in 2K normally. I may pick him just because of that. Let's see who else is there. Actually, what's the best player available? Marc Gasol, Larry Nance. See, I know he won a dunk contest back in his day, but let me look at his attributes. Because again, he's before my time, so I don't know much about him. I see his overall is really high. Duncan is definitely up there. But where does he make his money? What is he really, really good at? Looks like his defense was A1. But, lateral quickness as a power forward, a 90? As a power forward, his lateral quickness is a 90. That's cool. I want to see what that's going to be like. So maybe off camera, I'm going to actually play a game to see if it actually works like that. But I just drafted him because of that. So now my 6th man, we got Stephon Marbury, which is cool, man. He's never been in the 2K, I don't think. Or maybe he was back in the day, but right here we got him. Meta World Peace, who's never this good. Ron Artest was okay. Ron Artest was cool before he went on that big brawl. So who we got? Marcus Camby, Antoine Jameson, Mo Cheeks, who I don't really like too much. He can't really shoot the ball. So I'm actually going to go with Stephon Marbury, another guy that's not normally in 2K. Like the guy that made this roster, you could tell he spent a lot of time on it. And I respect that. And every time I make a video with any of his rosters, I'll be sure to let them know because this guy does some great stuff. So who's left? You can pick up Marcus Camby, 28 years old there. Danny Granger. This is Danny Granger before the injury when he was actually pretty good. Allen Houston, Brandon Roy. Hey, Brandon Roy, what's good, man? Welcome to the team. Now, I'll tell you guys in a minute once we're done with the draft how I kind of dealt with the salary. But it's different. It's definitely different. So we'll probably go with Arvydas Sabonis at this pick. Or actually, Sean Bradley. We're going to keep 2 huge centers. I know Sean Bradley's kind of soft down there. But we got 2 of the biggest centers ever on our team, and I think that's fun. Yao Ming and Sean Bradley, both really, really large people. Yao Ming 310 pounds. Sean Bradley's only 235. So this guy was really scrawny, but he'll get the job done for now. So what's left? What do we need? Let me take a look at positions. We got 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards. We need a backup small forward and a backup power forward. So let's see what we got here. Small forward, they got Gordon Hayward. What's his M? Who's this? Rod Higgins. I don't know much about Rod Higgins. His 3 is A+, which is magnificent. Let me see what the actual rating is. A 94.3 for the Rod Higgins. Is he? Oh, there's no stats. Okay, there's that. Okay, he played for the Bulls. I thought the name sounded pretty familiar. So maybe we'll bring Rod Higgins to the team. Yeah, let's do Rod Higgins. Welcome to the team, guy. And I'm also trying to do this draft just as fast as possible because I don't want the entire video to be the draft. I don't want it to be extremely long. So that's why I'm kind of doing all the things on the fly because we're going to be rebuilding the team. So really who we start off with doesn't matter too much because probably these guys won't really be there at the end of the second season, I guess. So let's see. Larry Drew is here. Another point guard wouldn't hurt. So Larry Drew or David Wesley or Terry Porter. I'm going to pick Terry Porter. He's under contract for 2 years, so I'm going to keep that. And then these last 2 picks, I'm actually going to let my assistant GM do because it's probably just going to be current players, and they won't even crack the rotation anyway, so it doesn't matter. So here we are. I'll show you guys the team. Let's see who the last 2 players. They picked up Wesley Matthews and this guy, Ante Tomac. I don't know anything about the dude, but he's 7'1", and I like that. So, hold on. 28 years old, been in the league for 13 years. Okay. But this is a team we're running away for year number 1. I'm not going to make any trades or anything. Let me explain the salary cap for you guys. The way I did salary cap, because in their previous video from a couple months ago, I cannot resign any players. No team can resign anybody because you look at this roster, everybody wants to get paid. Everybody's over 80. Everybody wants to get paid. And if we kept salary cap on, nobody was going to. So I took salary cap off. And the way I'm going to do this, I can retain my players and I can sign 1 free agent. And it can't be like either of the top 3 free agents in free agency. That's my rules to kind of keep it fair. We're going to send to the AllStar Break and we'll be back. At the AllStar Break, we're sitting at 24 and 28. I thought we picked a better team than that, but I guess not. 11 in the Eastern Conference, so it looks like we won't be making the playoffs unless we kind of turn up in the second half of the season. So let's take a look at our stats. Who's doing it for us? Larry Bird is averaging 22.5. About 8 rebounds and 8 assists. Larry Legend right there for you boys. 99 overall because he has a morale boost. Reggie Miller is right behind him, averaging about 20. Brandon Roy off the bench is averaging pretty good numbers. So you can see, you can pause when we want. We got an injury in Jason Kidd. That's a big injury because he is our starting point guard right now. But that's it. Let's take a look around the league. Shaquille O'Neal averaging 31 and 12. He's always been really good. John Havlicek, which is very surprising to me. If you take a look at his stats from back in the day, he wasn't averaging 30. He was not averaging 30, but here he is, man. He looks really old in this picture, but it says he's 24 years old. T-Mac, Tracy McGrady averaging 27. Michael Jordan, oh my God, in Brooklyn? Jesus Christ. Allen Iverson, LeBron James. You can pause anywhere you want if you want to see this. The guy did add Charles Barkley, which is pretty cool. You see his numbers. Yeah, you can pause anywhere you want if you're looking to go in depth with all this stuff, but I'm not really. We continue to simulate, get to the offseason, maybe make some moves or whatever it takes to win a championship. Shaquille O'Neal wins MVP, averaging 30 and 12. We saw that a couple minutes ago. Bob McAdoo wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 23 points and 10 rebounds. Manu Ginobili, my boy Manu, winning Sixth Man of the Year. The ultimate sixth man, one of the ultimate six men, him, Jay Crossover, and a couple other guys from the past wins Sixth Man. Shaquille wins Defensive Player of the Year 2. Luis Scola wins Most Improved. Interesting, but he didn't improve much. And then Billy Donovan wins in Coach of the Year. Let's see if we have any Chicago Bulls players here. I doubt it. Larry Legend, there he is. All NBA third team for Larry, which is pretty good. And we did make the playoffs? Oh, we just missed it. We were the 9th. Like a couple games before the season ended, we were at 8th. So I thought we were going to keep it. But look at that. We lost 1 game out of the playoffs. That's crazy. Atlanta went on a 4-game winning streak to end the season. We were on the 1-game winning streak. No big deal, though. We can make some moves this offseason, make things happen. So let's see who's going to win the championship. All right. The OKC Thunder do it. Now, who's their star? Actually, we can just hit. It's probably Julius Erving. I think I saw Julius Erving. Willis Reed is also there, but I'm pretty sure I saw Julius Erving. So they win a championship. No people retiring. So let's see, man. Coaches retiring, which doesn't matter. We're gonna go to the NBA draft. So we are in the lottery, but it's probably gonna be a late lottery pick. Actually, I'm almost positive it's gonna be a late lottery pick because we barely missed the playoffs. Let's see what we can do with this lottery pick, man. I don't know how many players we have under contract for this. Oh, we got a bunch of players under contract. So let's make a move. Larry Nance, Sr. in this 14th overall pick, can we get a better power forward? Again, salary cap is off, so contracts really, whoa, we can jump up to the 2nd overall pick, but this draft class that I'm using is not a real draft class. So that 2nd overall pick looks valuable, but the actual guy that we get won't be. But I'll come back to that, honestly, because the person that it's going to pick is not valuable, the actual pick itself is valuable, if you know what I mean. So I can possibly make that trade and flip these same 2 players for something better. So I'll come back to that. Klay Thompson and Kenny Smith, that's pretty good. Ron Harper and Dick Barnett. Paul Millsap and Chuck Persons. Dame Dollar. I'm not liking any of these trades. For sure. So I may go back to that first. Ooh, Peja Stojakovic and Alonzo Mourning. That's a good trade. I think. What did Peja average? Peja averaged 16. Alonzo averaged 15. I'm going to go with my gut, and actually, this is tough. Because, I mean, it's so many options. So, actually, I'm going to cut all this out until I figure out which one I want to do. I decided to take a chance and do this. The 2nd overall pick in Buck Williams for Larry Nance in our 14th overall. Okay. So, what we're about to do now is flip these same 2 players, right? And hopefully we can get something better. I don't know, man. I'm just testing the waters. This is actually really tough because everybody's good. So, you can't say this person's better than that person because it's really all opinion. The overalls really don't mean much, to be honest with you. So let's see. Oh, Bill Walton. That's a good trade, but I'm saying that based off his overall, not by his performance. You see, he only averaged 16 points a game. And we got 2 large guys already at the center position, so we don't need another. We can pick up Chris Webber and this guy. I've never heard of this dude before, from Greece. 86 overall, but he's old. So let's pass on that. Again, I'm going to cut it out until I figure out which trade we want to do. So this is the best offer we got. Williams, Carr, that 2nd overall pick for Chris Webber and Bill Laimbeer. 290 overalls coming to the team. So we do have to resign, Yao and the other guy, Sean Bradley. I may just let Sean Bradley walk and keep Bill Laimbeer as our backup. He didn't do great things, but I'm actually just gonna keep him. I'm thinking if I should go all out for year number 2 and just make a lot of trades to pick up a bunch of 90 overalls. I'm gonna see if I can do that, but if I don't, then we'll go year number 3 or whatever it takes. But I want to try something. I want to do some big things here. I would consider this a reasonable upgrade. Stephon Marbury, 1st rounder for Damian Lillard, 91 overall, 87 overall. I'm basically just trying to get as many 90 overalls as I can on the team, because you can't go wrong with them, right? And this is going to be the last trade I make this offseason. Trading this guy, 1st rounder, 2nd rounder for Arvydas Sabonis and a 1st rounder for a couple years in the future. My plan is to make Sabonis a power forward because he had a crazy sweet mid-range jumper. So I decided that maybe he'll be good at power forward. So let's go into free agency. So here we are in free agency. Like I said, I can't sign any of the top 3. I may go like top 10 actually because everybody's still pretty good. So any of the top 10 free agents here, take a look at the roster. These are the guys, man. We retained pretty much everybody. We had some trouble. We had to match the offer with dealing with Larry Bird, but he's still not here. Hold on. Let me make sure we still got Larry Bird. What? Oh, don't tell me we didn't get to match it. We lost Larry Bird. What? Yo, that is crazy. I thought I matched it. Okay, so we lost our star player. That is a shame. So Reggie Miller, it's up to you, my bro. It's up to you. So we don't have any small forwards on the team. So let's go sign some small forwards. So it can't be the top 2 small forwards. So the 3rd best small forwards here, I'm probably gonna go Rashard Lewis and Hedo Turkoglu to fill that void. I'm going to offer each of them like $15 million a year. Hopefully that's enough to keep them. I know we really don't have a cap, but I don't want to go overboard. I mean, honestly, I could overload them, give them both like $100 million a year, like $90 million a year, but that's really terrible. So I'm deciding not to do that. So I'll give both of them $15 million. I am so upset that we just lost Larry Legend. Now we got to do it without him, man. So I definitely have to make more trades. I'm going to sign more players that we can flip later. It's like a young Luol Deng or Michael Finley. Some of these guys are going to end up on our team. I'll show you guys the final roster. So here we are, player progression. We got players getting worse. We got a couple players getting better. The guys I filled the roster with was Bob Dandridge. He's 23 years old, so I'm hoping his potential is really high. I guess it's not because he only got one better this season. But then we added Luol Deng too. Those are kind of going to be trade pieces because I feel like we need another star, man. Just one star is not going to cut it. Reggie Miller's cool and all, but the way this roster is, everybody has 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, everybody's got a bunch of stars. And I forgot. I'm sleeping on these dudes, dude. We got 590 overall players. I forgot about that. So maybe we're still good. Maybe we're still good, but we're going to make more trades, to be honest with you. We're going to make more trades. Let's send potential Cam to, I don't know, man. Let's go Luol, I guess. Now that bumps up to an A-. Again, we're going to trade him and Danridge, hopefully, and see what we can get for both of those players. So let's try to do that right now. Bob Danridge, Luol Deng. I don't even know if we can because we just signed him. Is it going to work? Yeah, it looks like it's going to work. So it's stake and trade finder. I wonder how many stars Bob Danridge has, man, because I feel like it should be a lot. At 23 years old, he's got to have some nice value. He's got 4-star value. Okay, we can make that work. And then if we trade him, we could pick up a 90 overall small forward to go along with the team. So we're set. We're set. And this is probably going to be a trade we do. That's the trade we're going to do. Yep. Paul George and Jimmy Butler, welcome to the team. That's a big trade there. So, okay, this is the rotation for year number 2. I'm going all out. I'm hoping we can win a championship. So we got Jason Kidd, Reggie Miller, Paul George, Chris Webber, Yao Ming, Damian Lillard, Bill Laimbeer, Jimmy Buckets, Brandon Roy, Sean Bradley. And then we got some players coming off the bench that are actually pretty good too. I'm ready to sim some games to see how good we are at the AllStar Break. I was almost ready to start simming, and then I saw this trade. Sean Marion and Antoine Jameson, 2 first-rounders with Sean Lewis and Sean Bradley got to go. But there it is, man. Like I said, we're going all in for year number 3 or year number 2. So there's another nice addition to the team, and we're finally ready to sim game. 34-18 at the AllStar Break. Pretty good record. 2nd in the Eastern Conference, so we're doing good things. Take a look at our stats here. Reggie Miller stepping it up, averaging 20. Paul George, new addition to the team, PG-13 there, averaging 17. Damian Lillard off the bench, might I add, is averaging some good numbers. Where's my boy Jason Kidd? Has he been injured or something? Why is he only averaging 6 points per game? Maybe we should trade Jason Kidd, man. He's not performing. I mean, I know he's averaging 6, but his assist numbers aren't really great either. So maybe we trade Jason Kidd at the AllStar Break or something, man. So let's see what we can get for Jason Kidd, man. So Jason Kidd, he's our 2nd best player. So he's got to bring in some fire players. If not, we'll just keep him. No big deal. It's not like he's hurting the team, but he's not helping them enough. So let's see, man. When I did have that 2nd overall pick, I forgot to mention this. I did try to trade for MJ. I tried the 2nd overall pick, pretty much everything. 2nd overall pick and Reggie Miller. Whatever you could think of, I tried. But they always said no. So I tried it all. Just didn't really work out. Ooh, Mitch Richmond would be pretty good, but I'm looking for a point guard. Chauncey Billups is not going to cut it. Look at this. Tim Hardaway and Iggy. I'll do that in a heartbeat, but just how good this roster is, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a trade better. So I'm just gonna double check, just make sure. Kyrie, no, we don't want Kyrie. We don't want D-Loading. We don't want Kyle Lowry. Russell Westbrook is cool and all, but I'm gonna go. What was the first trade we saw? We saw a pretty good trade. Here it is. Tim Hardaway Jr., welcome to the team. And we pick up Iggy too. That's a big addition. Another 90 overall. So okay, Jason Kidd, man, you were cool and all, but you had to go. And now we add another 90 overall. We got 90 overalls in our team that aren't even in the rotation. Well, kind of 90 overalls. 89. You know what I mean. Not even in the rotation anymore. Let's sim the rest of the games and win this championship. Hopefully win the championship. MVP goes to Shaquille O'Neal for the 2nd straight year. This guy wins Rookie of the Year. Larry Nance wins 6th Man of the Year, who played for us last year. Good for him. He's winning awards. Shaquille O'Neal wins Defense Player of the Year again. Anthony Davis, Most Improved. Brett Brown wins Coach of the Year. Now, let me see if we have any Chicago Bulls players here. I doubt we are. And we don't. No big deal. We finished with the 2nd best record in the Eastern Conference. I'll show you what the boy Tim Hardaway did. You know, he did better than what Jason Kidd was doing. Almost the same amount of assists and almost triple the amount of points. So I think that was a good trade. So here we are. Washington Wizards round number 1. Let's see who they have. We got to do our scouting. They got Steve Nash, Karl Malone, Lou Hudson. Our team's better. Not Simcast. It's sim the entire round. We shouldn't lose a game. We lost 1, but it doesn't matter. New York Knicks in round number 2. Let's see who they have. Isaiah Thomas, Bob McAdoo, Buck Williams, Eric Gordon. Our team's better than that too. So let's go ahead and simulate this round 2. And we get out with the sweep, and now we're going against the Boston Celtics, who have LeBron and Robert Parrish, one of the winningest players Ever, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. Oh, he won 3 championships. That's still a pretty good number. They got some champions. They got LeBron. They got Robert Parrish. They got Chauncey Billups. I don't think Mo Cheeks did win a championship. Okay. Ron Harper won some championships with the Bulls. Elton Brand didn't win one. But they got some winners on their team. They definitely have some winners. But so, do we have any champions on our team? Reggie Miller didn't win one. Tim Hardaway didn't win one. Uh-oh. I don't think we have any champions on our team, guys. Bill Laimbeer. Thank you. He saved us. Bill Laimbeer won a championship. And Iggy won one too. But that doesn't matter, man. For the guys that haven't won one, they're going to win one right here, right now. So let's do it. Oh, that was actually pretty easy. We swept them. They were the 8th seed. I just peeped that. They were the 8th seed, made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, and we swept them. OKC Thunder, who won a championship last year. Julius Erving, Willie Reed, Amari Stoudemire, Rip Hamilton. This is a nice team. But I don't think any team has like 8 90 overalls like us. How many 90s? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 90s and a couple 89s, 3 89s. So I think we have the best team in the league, overall team. They may have some real good stars, but overall, oh God. Okay, we won. Okay, I thought they were going to go out and tear us up, but we did. Oh, I thought that was it. We did win a championship. There it is right there, boys. Historic rebuild done. Paul George wins MVP. So there it is. A nice trade at the beginning of the season that cost us, or didn't cost us. We actually benefit from it. A lot of coaches retired there. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to hit thumbs up. Give it a like. New type of video dropping tomorrow, so don't sleep on it. Don't sleep. It's King of the 4th, and I'm out.